Good morning and welcome to Friday. It's Friday. I was thinking about this week and just wondering how have things been going this week for you? Did you find success? Did you make some progress? Did you realize your hopes and your dreams? I hope so. Check out this passage now in the Gospel of Luke. I know you've read it many times. I know you're familiar with it, but I believe the Lord has a word for us today. I believe He has a word of encouragement right here in Luke chapter 5, beginning in verse 4. When He, meaning Jesus, when Jesus had finished speaking, He said to Simon, "Put out into the deep water and let down the nets for a catch." Simon answered, "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything. But because you say so, I will let down the nets." When they had done so, they caught such a large number of fish that their nets began to break. So they signaled their partners in the other boat to come and help them, and they came and filled both boats so full that they began to sink. Awesome. It's amazing. See what happens when Jesus enters the picture? See what happens when Jesus gets into the boat, when Jesus brings direction? Things change. Things change big time. Things change for Simon on that day. But I want to make sure that we grasp this, that we have an understanding that when we, like Simon, invite Jesus into our circumstances, into our lives, things change. Things like this. Failure, for instance. Failure can turn into success. Our lack can turn into abundance. What was empty can suddenly become full. What the enemy has been using to cause us pain can turn into our gain. When Jesus shows up, change happens. Listen how Jesus described His mission here on earth. It's also found in the Gospel of Luke chapter 4, beginning in verse 18. "The Spirit of the Lord," Jesus says, "is on me, because He has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoner and recovery of sight for the blind, to set the oppressed free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." Jesus, He just said, "I've come that you might have life in that to the full." Jesus came to set captives free. Jesus came to set prisoners free. Jesus came to change things. Look, Jesus is a chain breaker. He's a change agent. He's a way maker, a miracle worker. He's all those things. And speaking of that, I'm hearing the lyrics of that song, Waymaker, right now. I love the bridge section that goes pretty much like this. "Even when I don't see it, You're working. Even when I don't see it, when I don't feel it, when I don't understand it, God, You're working. You never stop. You never stop working." The lyrics kind of go like that anyways. Here's the deal. Jesus is a change agent. When He shows up, things change, but we don't always see what He's doing in the background. We don't always recognize it right away. Doesn't always happen on our time schedule or frame. But if Jesus is on the scene, we can be assured of this: things are changing. In Revelation chapter 21, God, the one seated on the throne in heaven, reminds us. He says, "I am making everything new." I'm making everything new. Again, come on now. When the Lord is on the scene, man, when He shows up, things are changing. Things are being made new. They're being made new in our lives, in our relationships, in our marriages, in our health, and even in our nation. Before we wrap this up, I want to make sure that we notice that Simon, he had a role in this miracle, in this outpouring of provision, in this turnaround. He had a role. Number one, Simon let Jesus into the boat. He welcomed Jesus into his life, into his circumstances. And number two, Simon listened to Jesus. And then he did what Jesus told him to do. Even though it seemed foolish, Even though he'd already been around that block, he'd tried it, he'd been there, done that, he got the t-shirt, right? No, didn't catch anything. Yet Simon did what Jesus told him to do. So, what have you been trying to do, but coming up empty? Maybe it's been a relationship. Maybe you've been trying to fix a relationship or maybe fix a spouse. Good luck, right? Maybe you've been coming up empty in your job, your career. Maybe you've been trying to find peace, but fallen short. Maybe you've been battling against a besetting sin, an addiction, and it just won't loosen its grip. Like Simon Peter, I'm going to tell you, invite Jesus in. Invite him into your life, into your boat, into your circumstance, and then listen to what he has to say. It might sound foolish. It might sound simple, or it might sound really hard, but listen to the Lord. And after hearing what God has to say, step out and embrace it. Do it. Let out the nets. He's our way maker. God bless you. Have a great weekend.